Hello everyone. So, I was thinking for today we could make some journaling cards and stuff out of 5 pages of the Real Mother Goose book. I've had this sitting here for a while. I'm tired of it sitting here, so I figured let's use some of it. Haven't done this in a long time, my 5 pages and that type of thing. So, here we go. Now I could choose this side or I could choose this side. I think I'm gonna stick with this side. I don't know. I think that little girl is kind of cute. So that's what I'm gonna stick with for a cute little journaling card or a tag. This I'm gonna save for Roxy's weekly challenge. So if you see that I'm keeping a bunch of random, it ain't random. I just thought these would be cute for Roxy's weekly challenge. Instead of always the same things that she does, I do try to change it up a bit. And that just did not come out the way I wanted it to. Oh well. That sometimes happens. I'll show you how I'll fix that later. This one, I'm not sure. I think I'm going to do this, actually. Isn't that interesting? Let's take something that you wouldn't normally do, and again, it works out in the end. Because I didn't really know which side I wanted to do that with, but that's okay. And I also then get different sizes for her weekly challenge, which I like. I don't like this portion of it, so I'm just going to tear that off. I know I liked this little girl. Now, do I want this or this? I think I'm gonna do this one. Oh, I could do both. Let's do both. It ain't all the time that you are able to do both sides, so when you are, might as well do it. Kind of like this side better. It's a cute journaling card. And that will work good for Roxy's weekly challenge. And then we'll do this lovely old lady. Yeah. Because I mean, this is again a nice pile of cute little journaling cards. Now, I want to use up this scrapbooking paper, so I'm just going to use this scrapbooking paper and a glue stick and just start gluing them down. Again, I just like using up what I have already, if I can. It ain't very often that you can use up every little tiny piece, but if you can get close, sometimes that's worth it. So there we go. Used up a scrapbooking paper. Now I have this hard paper that I coffee dyed. I'm again just going to glue down as much as I can. And I am not using a notebook for gluing because what's the point? I'm going to try using this up, so as much as I can. So I don't really need a glue book. But I'm going to be gluing all over the paper here. But this is a great way, again, to use up old children's books while also keeping their integrity a little bit. So we got that one done. Again, I'm just grabbing out of my dyed papers, basically, and just gluing down. At this point, using up what I have as much as I can without necessarily trying to overdo it. And then I'll start cutting them out, and I will be adding this to the to be sewn pile, because I believe these types of journaling cards, that's what you want to do. You want to sew them. You don't want to keep or have them come up when you're trying to do your pieces. And because this one, for example, is a very thick, like cardstock-ish, you kind of just want to sew around it to keep it together. Make sure it stays together, I should say. So I'm going to a wedding today. I gotta prepare for that soon, but I wanted to do a few more videos before doing that, because this is my time to make videos. I don't really have any other time, so that's my personal little spiel at the moment, is just trying to stay caught up on my day-to-day stuff, even though this week's been kind of hectic, and I gotta film ahead because I have an oral surgery coming up again, and kind of don't want to be in the middle of an oral surgery needing to make a video. So yeah, it looks like it's torn, but ain't that pretty? Oh, I like that idea, because it has that torn edge here, and when it comes down to going off and inking it up, it'll come out really pretty, which we're gonna do next. I wanted to show you a quick video of how I handle it, just because I know it's so weird. I'm like cutting it down even more, but it needed to be cut down more. Alright. I'm going to stick this in my scraps. Scrapbooking paper drawer. Alright, now we're going to get to distressing it. I recommend distressing these, then they just look more framed out, especially when you're leaving them so plain and how they were constructed, because they are such beautiful, again, illustrations here. And you can do this with any children's book too. It doesn't have to necessarily be this Mother Goose book. So you get a heads up. I just chose the Mother Goose book today, but sometimes I don't choose the Mother Goose books. I normally change it up with different books. I try to show you what I do with it. I think my last book was a Johnny Appleseed book that I showed you what I do with the pages and everything, and we made a beautiful collection out of it. But again, it's one of them, to each his or her own. You don't necessarily have to do exactly what I'm doing. It's just a fun way of using this stuff up when you have multiple pieces like this. And I'm not even halfway through this book on using up the pieces and stuff. So again, I just want you to do your own style. I don't necessarily do both sides distress ink. I normally just distress the one side, the front side, every single time. Sometimes, like with this one would be cute with a little piece of fabric or something. I think I have the right one. If I could just, no, or maybe a piece of lace down that edge. We'll grab a piece of lace here. Again, it's just something a little added to it. That, and then one of my labels that I have made currently. I was just thinking one of them would just be cute in that spot. So I mean, you could decorate them some more. You don't necessarily have to keep them plain. As you can see, I used my labels, one of my circle labels that I did on Roxy's weekly challenge. So I mean, you can easily add stuff to this and it still look a little pretty. I'm not sewing these right away, so I'm kind of okay with adding little pieces here and there. Does not want to stay that one spot. Yeah. Doesn't like it. Alright. But again, it's just the way you do it. Like this one, I'm just going to clip. It's kind of long and thin, and I think it'd be really cute as a tag, so we'll just clip it here. And I think this would be really cute around it. So I am going to take a paper clip and just clip it on. So I know when I go to sew it that needs to be on there. But again, little simple changes like that does help. Or even if you have like the card idea, where you just take the card to clip the piece and make it into a tag instead of a journaling card. You could. And again, this one I'm probably gonna, I want something there, but I also want to stitch around it, so we'll just paper clip this on. So it's ready to go. This one, I kind of want the corners rounded, but not at the same time, so I'm just going to leave it alone. This one would be cute, again, as a tag. And I'm just using fabric from my last piece to basically give it that look. And voila, we got a bunch of journaling cards done now, and tags, a couple more tags. And this will make it easier when it comes down to me sewing it. I'll just sew all of them together. So I'm going to take a paper clip them together, so I know when I go to sew them, they need to stay together. That's what I normally do. I have videos of me sewing and how I mass sew a lot of different pieces. So this was just, again, Mother Goose stories. I hope you enjoyed this video and have a great day or night. Bye.